I'm back here, Server 76 Scrims, here with my old pal Racket. Well, old pal, we've only been streaming and talking together for the last couple of weeks, so it's a blatant fucking lie. But anyway, we're here, we've got Carpe Diem here on the defense, and then we've got the Harbingers on the offense. So what do you expect from these two teams today? Well,
I just watched Harbingers in the previous scrims, so have a good idea as to what's happening. But in terms of Carpe, you know, we've seen a bit of well, I've scrimmed Carpe, and I've both casted Carpe as well, so have a few perspectives on both teams. I know Carpe have had a bit of a roster swap after having Shiznik leave the team. They have Cypher onto this D.Va, and Pandishi is now their Ana player. And looking on to Harbingers, they do have a very similar roster, but they do have Skylines coming in for Watch Fresh, and Hero is the new Lucio as well. So I'd be interested to see how these rosters pan out, both reasonably new. Black screen, JK, we're good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, did he have a black screen? But no, he's all good. He's all good. We're all good to go. So Misanthropy will be on the Mercy, and they're going to go with Pandishi on the Ana. So not opting for the Lucio or the Zenyatta this time around. So Misanthropy can keep in a good position. I expect some good resurrects, but in any case, we're still fighting here on the top side with Hero. Along with the rest, a lot of the team members here of Harbingers have managed to get their way into the checkpoint with Zomagod getting a double kill here. Misanthropy gets back here on the top side, but Winston's quickly chasing them down. They can't get to safety, and it's all Harbingers right now on the checkpoint.
Yeah, they did something sneaky to enter the point here. A lot of their members were crouching down on the bottom level, and they managed to sneak in through, catching Carpe off guard. And if you guys aren't familiar, what's his name? Zomg is Danio. This is his main account, and he is the Farah and Sombra one trick. And he definitely did pull off a lot of damage onto that fight. And looking at the ults, I mean, he nearly has his rocket barrage, so we'll be looking for that in the next fight. Misanthrope is close to the resurrection, so that needs to be used.
Play straight down. It does land on Zomagod. He has the rocket barrage ready to go. He's going to walk around through a couple of buildings. Nope, he gets spotted here, courtesy of Archichus. Oh no, not Archichus, he's on his new team. Pandishi, sorry. So he spots Farah trying to get through there in the back line to try to get the rocket barrage off. But we see ourselves now with the escort moving past Axiom. Shields are beginning to crack it out for failsafe. He needs to be careful to hold that down, and he doesn't do that. The shield's going to break, and this is the go time now for Harbingers with that rocket barrage from Zomagod. He gets one kill before being taken out. The res is going to come through from Misanthropy.
Yeah, Misanthrope, very good resurrection there, and managed to get them back into the fight, question mark, maybe? The payload is forwarding on slightly, but it looks like that resurrection did do a bit of work. Nope.
Scorelines.
This fight is so up and down, Bobby.
Yeah, we're just seeing Scorelines just wrapped around and managed to get a double kill there, and he didn't even use the tactical visor. He's at 92%, and they've got Hero's sound barrier, so that they're on the offensive here. A lot of pressure going towards Carpe Diem, who don't have the advantage with ultimates.
Right, but failsafe does have that Earth Shatter, and that could be very deadly. Often an Earth Shatter can be so useful in terms of having these crowd control abilities to couple it off with a combination. In that case, they have Cypher onto the D.Va, so we'll definitely be looking for that combo. And Skylines also has the tactical visor. See if we can get on the side here. Misanthrope does get picked off, and the fight is going to be engaged. 5 minutes still left here for the defense to stay alive, but Jaws slams down an Earth Shatter before falling down. Self-destruct's going to come out from, I believe that's Cypher. Gets the kill on top of Hero, but there's not enough members of Carpe Diem to be defending the escort right now, so they're under a lot of pressure. And as Misanthropy comes in with the Zenyatta, taken out pretty quickly by Jaws, and that's going to be 4 minutes and 45 seconds in the time bank for the Harbingers, and that's a tough time to beat for Carpe Diem. Yeah, very comfortable win there. That was, I mean, 4 minutes is definitely a lot of time to work with, and Carpe really need to find a particular answer. I think Zong was doing a very good job early on with that Farah, and got the rocket barrage very quickly also, so we need to keep an eye on that, see if they can dedicate someone to just watch out. And Zom also switched the Tracer as well in the end there, so it's definitely going to play with their minds in terms of what they're going to pick. And in terms of team compositions, we've seen Symmetra on this map actually quite a few times now, Bobby. Apparently, it's a decent map for Symmetra because there are few entrances, and you can just basically make one, useless. Just stack up a lot of the turrets in there, and there's quite a few spots you can place that shield generator / teleporter, and we'll definitely be looking for. Yeah, because from what I remember, talking to some of the members, Scoline, and when I was watching them, does play a bit of Symmetra. I think I remember seeing him previously on it before, and looking onto the Carpe side, they have reverted to the sort of standard setup with this support pool rather than having a Mercy. They have both the Ana and the Lucia, which I think is generally more reliable. I honestly don't really like Mercy too much in the meta because there's so much backline threat, and the triple tank can really abuse that sort of nature of having a high mobility, large health pool target onto your backline, and it's very difficult to sort of play Mercy where Arceus is onto Mercy. And knowing Arceus well, he doesn't play a lot of Mercy, so this will be very interesting, and I think they're just going to do pocket the Zom.
And is it Skolines? Skylines? How do you pronounce his name? Do you know?
Skylines.
Skylines.
That's just a guess.
Okay. Well, Skylines, it's going to be on the Symmetra. A lot of those turrets are placed in different positions. I would like seeing Symmetra place a lot of turrets towards the spawn point of the offense, because you get an ult charge very quickly if you put it like on an entranceway and everyone walks through the beam, because no one expects it at the start. But that's my little rant on Symmetra. As the fight's going to happen here on the top side, Carpe Diem going to opt to jump back down.
Yep, Carpe look like they're rotating. Looks like they're going through the bottom entrance, similar to what Harbingers did. They're not crouching down like they did, though, and it looks like the Harbingers have found a way to get... That's a good anti-heal from Arceus to engage them in.
Oh my god, it's up here on the top side, getting down a lot of damage with the help of Jaws and Skylines and that Biotic Grenade. As... Oh no, sorry, not Biotic Grenade, I'm full of lies. No, it was with Hero. So, as I completely just butcher that one there, because I was trying to crack myself.
Yeah, well, that was a successful defense there, and I think that's very important with this composition. I think Symmetra's value definitely does go down a lot when you don't have that shield generator, since her kit isn't the strongest without it, and that's sort of the main reason why people are playing Symmetra at the moment. So it's good to see for the Hybriders side that they're playing towards this win condition, and it's nearly going to be placed. It's on 98% at the moment. Looks like they're going to successfully put it down before this fight, maybe.
They're going to go through the main entrance. And the fight's going to begin here on the S court, with the teleporters going to be awoken here from Skyline. So even if members do die here from the defense, they'll be quickly teleported back into the checkpoint. As Oh My God is doing some damage here on top of Akatsuki. Is quite low. Only 2 members remain now for Carpe. They need to be careful. They either need to die quickly or just get the hell out.
Yeah, superior skirmishing there, and what we noticed a lot in that fight as well, it seems Zom isn't even getting touched. He's being pocketed with Arceus on this Mercy, and Skylines is getting too much value off Symmetra. Symmetra, don't forget, is a very low range hero, and if you allowed her to beam across everyone, she can pull off a lot of damage, so you just really need to utilize a lot of your range from that soldier, tear it down quick, including that Pharaoh too.
I'm just going to point out another mistake I made in this cast. It's the shield barrier generator, not the teleporter. As you see, the rocket barrage coming from Oh My God. Gets a double kill before being hooked and killed by Akatsuki. He's still left alive. He's separated from the rest of his team, and the defense is still holding strong here for the Harbingers.
Yeah, Harbingers are looking very comfortable, and think of it this way. Even if Carpe do end up getting this first point, Harbingers still have the advantage in terms of the times. So I think Harbingers would be very happy with the result that they have at the moment. But in terms of ultimates, Carpe do have 4 to work with. So theoretically, when they butt heads, when they clash with this next fight, they should have the advantage. But don't forget, Arceus does have that resurrection, so I'll be looking for him to hide in the corner somewhere. I think don't bother healing your teammates, just wait for them to all in and just get a big res. Carpe on the bottom here, and they're looking to get something big.
Push through the main entrance. Jaws has them in his sights. He throws down the flame strike. 5 ultimates here for Carpe Diem, so pretty good advantage for them. They choose to go win. They still have to deal with the extra HP on the from the shield barrier for Harbingers. Jaws throws down the Earth Shatter. It's not going to be able to get anyone because the shield was held up by Failsafe. They have a sound barrier to push in. Arceus gets a res off, but he finds himself in a world of hurt. And Akatsuki hits the whole hog, pushing a lot of people around. Jaws has the nano boost on top of him. He managed to take 1 kill here in the 1v2, but he's going to wave as he walks back away as the point's being capped now for Carpe Diem. There are too many members here for Harbingers to deal with. They throw down the Earth Shadow, but George comes in just in time. Nope, not just in time. Athiel's there getting a triple kill, and this is going to be a cap, I believe, for Carpe Diem, unless SunGod can get on top of the checkpoint.
Maybe not. Oh. Everyone's just scattering onto the point.
Man, so back and forth. It's always been capped here from Carpe Diem, but the shield barrier generator is still alive, and that's going to allow too many members to come back in time. And like someone would come back, but they have that extra health pool, and they weren't able to be taken down in time. And it's just you saw the spawns eventually coming out for Harbingers getting back in time to defend.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised that Carpe didn't manage to get on the point before the time ended up ticking. I mean, look at Pandishi. He was right on the point there, so they did definitely have an opportunity there to stall for a bit longer, as Harbingers did a very good job at stalling. As we saw before, Bobby, you're having trouble keeping track. It looked like Carpe had the point there, but everyone was just coming in one by one, successfully surviving for a long amount of time there. And Harbingers managed to utilize a lot of their tools. You know, once again, showing quite a dominant performance in regards to, you know, the first sort of section that we had as well, when they defend the first point off Carpe as well.